Hello viewers, welcome to another Axel Tech video. Man, 2020 was a year. It was quite a year. Yeah, so it's been a while. Hello guys, how's everybody doing? As you can see, I'm still running elementary OS, much like I was when we last left off. I think. Actually, I don't really remember if I mentioned it a whole lot, but yeah, trying out the, technically it was the beta snapshot, but it's still early access, because they, public beta release was a snapshot, but it's still all early access, so unstable, not recommended for production use, naturally. I put it on my main machine anyway. Don't worry, I have good backups. So, yeah, the point of this video, let's talk about the past year where I've just been gone. So, I mean, let's get right to it. The main reasons, we need to go back to 2019 for starters. For those of you who had been watching me in 2019, some of you may remember that I put out a video mentioning how it was Easter Sunday of 2019. That was when my dad passed away. And originally, I was going on hiatus, or I was going to go on hiatus, but I didn't actually leave for that long at that point because, well, keeping busy with making videos, that helped keep my mind off of things. So I kept making videos somewhat. Then I started slowing down, though. And around August of 2019, I started college. So, that was another big thing that started in my life. So that was fun. I didn't stop at that point because, I still wanted to do videos. They were still getting less frequent, and starting college definitely cut down on my video time, but I was still doing it. Then, the final video that I did was, I keep thinking it was January 2020, but then it might have been February. Early last year, the final video that I put out was the look at Solus. Was that Solus 4.1? Hold on. I want to say 4.2, but I think it might have been 4.1. Let me see here. I think that was Solus 4.1. I do think that was 4.1. I don't know why my first choice was Epiphany for this, because it's good, but it's slow. Yeah, 4.1. When was Solus 4? That was a time. It was January. The end of January, though. It was the end of January that look at Solus 4.1 Plasma Edition. Because I had usually looked at Budgie or Gnome before that, because I prefer Gnome and Pantheon, but that's not on Solus. So I looked at the KDE edition, because the KDE edition of Solus there was the first release that they put out that actually had Plasma as a desktop option. So that was exciting at the time. And then I just kind of disappeared after that. So, as most of you should be aware, we had a pandemic last year. Now, on the surface, you'd probably think, well, making videos, you're probably just doing that from a home office or something. And yes, that was true, although most of the times during that, I usually recorded during the day, and then at that time, other members of the house, one member of the household started working from home, and then, I don't like recording when I don't like recording when other people in the house can hear me, because honestly, it just makes me anxious. So I usually don't. Now, I could have still recorded later in the night like I am right now. So technically, I am still going to say that is a reason that I slowed down at that point, was because I wasn't able to record when I normally would, because I figured, oh, well, if it's at night, I'm probably going to want to relax at night and do other stuff, which was kind of true. But yeah, so that kept me away from videos for a little while. That was the main thing at first, because it was I want to do other stuff with my free time during that time of day, but I think a part of it, what it was, is I was still affected by my dad passing away back in Easter. So now that things had been slowing down for a while and I was keeping myself less busy. All right, and yeah, college as well. College popped up, so that's another reason for it, is like I had the college stuff to work on, so it's like, as well as the video slowing down, it was kind of a matter of like, if I made myself do them, it would have felt like more work, and there was a whole lot of things going on, so yeah, things just kind of slowed down. Then we got to February and kind of carrying on from the college stuff, because I started going for a degree in software engineering, and I actually released an app for Elementary OS. This is not the version that is available in Hera. This is a preview of 2.1, which is going to be the first release for 6.0. It's just called Roll It. You pick a number, you click roll, and then you get numbers, and then maybe copy them to your clipboard. Yay! Super simple. The main reason that I wanted to do an app in the first place at all was, originally I wanted to go through the elementary developer guidelines, the developer documentation and human interface guidelines that Elementary OS has available, which are very well written and made things very easy to get started for somebody who had never done application development before. Well, graphical application development before. I basically had just gotten started with developing and stuff, like with not the first college semester, but the second one, which was when the pandemic started. And that's how Roll It happened. So originally I wanted to do it for multiple reasons. One, as kind of a learning experience, which it definitely succeeded there. Two, like I mentioned, I wanted to go, since I had been doing a lot of stuff focused on Elementary OS anyway, I wanted to go through the human interface guidelines, developer documentation, and all that to like kind of review it in a sense, which I never got around to doing, but I did keep working on the app, so that was something. But yeah, at that point, the focus just got like gone from doing videos, and I was focused on college and coding and just other stuff. And yeah, like that's basically the gist of it. I just didn't have... It got harder and harder. Like, the longer that I went without doing videos, the motivation to actually come back and do stuff again just got more and more difficult. And I just couldn't really find that motivation again. But fast forward to May of 2021, 1 year and like 3 months after the last video, here we are again. So, yeah, it's weird recording something again. I gotta be honest, like, technically this wouldn't be the first thing that I've recorded since then, but it's the first video for this channel in a long time, and hopefully I'll be getting some more stuff out here soon. So, as is my style, that was a very rambly kind of where have I been video. I did not organize my thoughts before doing this at all. If there's anything you guys want to ask about, feel free to do so in the comments below. You can also find me on social media. Best way to do that is through my website link in the description below. It's a very simple one-page static website with links to my social media and stuff. So don't worry about JavaScript bloat or anything like that. It's fine. Anyway, till the next one, this has been Axel. Thank you guys for watching. It's weird but good to be back. Oh yeah, and Final Fantasy XIV happened in like December, and well, we can see that didn't help matters very much either.